Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the CFA course. First, we will look at the overview of the entire CFA course. Then, we will look at CFA Level 1 in detail. We will look at what should be your study approach for CFA Level 1. CFA, that is, the Chartered Financial Analyst. It is organized by the Chartered Financial Analyst Institute situated in the United States. This course provides you with a comprehensive knowledge that you will require to work in a finance industry. This course equips you with the knowledge of equities market, that is the share market. We will also study the fixed income market, that is the bonds. We will also look at how do we analyze the financial statements and accounts of corporates. We are not required to prepare the financial statements. We are simply required to analyze the accounts, analyze the financial statements prepared by the chartered accountants. Then we will also learn about the derivatives market. We will look at various derivatives like the futures, forward, option, swaps, and so on. We will also look at various alternative investments, and we will also be studying the portfolio management. These are some of the topics, some of the areas that we will be looking in very detail throughout the CFA course. Over the next few slides, we will be covering all these points. CFA course is divided into 3 levels. We have CFA level 1 and these are the 10 subjects. In CFA level 2, we have the same 10 subject, but the weights that each subject carry, the weight that each learning module carries is different in CFA level 2 compared to level 1. And CFA level 1 provides you with a basic knowledge, a basic understanding of all these 10 topics. In CFA level 2, we dive deeper into each of this topic. We look at more advanced topics in CFA level 2. And the syllabus of CFA level 1 and CFA level 2 remains the same in 2025. The syllabus that we had in 2024 of level 1 and level 2 is carried forward in 2025. There is no change in the syllabus at all. And in CFA level 3, we have these 7 subjects where portfolio management carries the most weight. It carries approximately 30 to 35% of the total weight. But we will have this structure, this syllabus only until 2024. From 2025 onwards, we have a different structure in place. So this is the structure of CFA level 3 from 2025 onwards. The first 5 subjects, we call them as the common core. They carry approximately 65 to 70% of the weight. And you have an option to choose the 6th subject. You can either choose the portfolio management or private wealth or private market. We call each of them as specialized pathway, and they carry approximately 30 to 35% of the weight. You can only choose one of the 3 specialized pathway. You cannot choose all of them. And the specialized pathway can be chosen only at the time of registration of level 3. You cannot choose it after you have registered. Only at the time of registration, you have the option to choose your specialized pathway. And once you have chosen the specialized pathway, you cannot change it again. So be very careful while selecting the specialized pathway, because once chosen, you cannot change it again. But in case if you fail your level 3 exam and if you decide to register for the level 3 exam second time, then at the time of registration, you will again be provided with the option to choose from the 3 specialized pathway. You can either decide to continue with your previous specialized pathway, or you can choose a different specialized pathway. From 2024 onwards, CFA Institute have introduced Practical Skills module. These Practical Skills module uses combination of video lectures, multiple choice question, various practice questions and case studies. The main objective of the Practical Skills module is to develop practical skills among the candidate. You won't be tested on the Practical Skills module. There is no examination conducted on the Practical Skills module. You just need to complete the set of video lectures and various case studies and practice questions. So, from Feb 2024 onwards, Practical Skills module will be introduced for CFA Level 1, and for CFA Level 2, the modules will be introduced from May 2024 examination, and for CFA Level 3, the PSM will be introduced from May 2025 onwards. And these are the Practical Skills module that you can choose from. You can choose any PSM after you register for the respective examination. So after you have registered for say CFA Level 1, you will be given an option to choose among the two Practical Skills module. You should complete at least one Practical Skills module at each level, and the same module cannot be completed at multiple levels. So at least one module should be completed. It is great if you complete more than one module, but at least one module should be completed before your exam results arrive. It is not necessary that you complete it before you appear for exam, but you need to complete it before your examination results arrive. And suppose you have chosen the Python programming fundamentals in CFA Level 1. So you cannot complete the same module in Level 2 and in Level 3. You need to choose from the different modules that are available. Each module usually takes 10 to 20 hours to complete. Again, you won't have any examination, you won't be tested on the Practical Skills module. You just need to complete some set of video lectures and questions. The Practical Skills module chosen must be completed before the exam results arrive. If you fail to complete your module before the exam results arrive, your result will be voided and you will have to register for the examination again. You will have to appear for that particular level again. And you can change the PSM you have chosen anytime after registration. But ensure that at least one PSM is completed at each level. And in case you fail the CFA exam, Level 1, Level 2 or Level 3, and have decided to reappear for that level again, then you are not required to complete another PSM until you advanced to the next level. So, suppose if you have appeared for the CFA Level 2 examination and you have completed the Analyst Skills module for the Level 2. And suppose if you fail to clear the examination, then it is not required to complete another Practical Skills module to appear for the Level 2 examination. Only when you complete the Level 2 and move to CFA Level 3, at CFA Level 3 again you need to complete one Practical Skills module. So you are not required to complete another PSM if you fail the particular CFA level. Now let us look at the enrollment requirement. You are eligible to register for the CFA Level 1 exam if you have completed your bachelor's degree, or you can register for CFA Level 1 exam if you are an undergraduate student, but you should ensure that your exam window is 23 months or fewer before your graduation month. That is, suppose your bachelor program is for 36 months, then you should ensure that your exam window is 23 months or fewer before your graduation month. That is, you should have completed at least 13 months before you appear for your exam. Definitely, you can register for your exam before you complete your 13 month. But when you sit for your examination, it is necessary that you complete at least 13 months of your graduation. This is in case of when your bachelor's program is for 36 months. When your bachelor's program is for 48 months, then in such case, you should complete at least 25 months of your graduation. This ensures that there is 23 months gap between your examination window and your graduation month. And you're also eligible to register for the CFA Level 1 exam if you have completed 4,000 hours of professional work experience. It is not necessary that the experience should be investment related. It can be any professional work experience. And it is also necessary that you have a valid international passport to appear for the exam. Without a passport, you won't be allowed to sit in the exam. Let us look at the requirements to obtain the CFA charter. Obtaining CFA charter lets you use the CFA designation before your name. So the first thing which is required is to clear all the 3 levels of CFA. Then you are required to complete 4,000 hours of relevant work experience. Work experience is considered as relevant only if you are directly involved in the investment decision making process, and the 4,000 hours must be completed in a minimum of 36 months. Meaning, suppose if you work 5 days a week, and suppose if you work 8 hours in a day, so it will take you 100 weeks to complete 4,000 hours of work experience. That is, it will take you 25 months to complete your 4,000 hours of experience. Such work experience is not considered valid. You need to complete your work experience in a minimum of 36 months. You can take more than 36 months to complete your 4,000 hours of work experience, but the minimum time to complete the work experience is 36 months. So after you have completed your relevant work experience, you are required to submit reference letters to the CFA Institute. The references, that is, the persons will be asked to comment on your work experience and your professional character. The references could be your boss, it could be your colleague, or anyone who could comment on your work experience and professional character. You are required to provide only 2 professional references. If one of the 2 professional reference is a current and a regular member of the local CFS society. Otherwise, you need to provide 3 professional references. And once your application is approved, you can apply to become a regular member by paying a regular membership fee of $275 annually. This way, you would have earned your CFA charter. Now, let us look at the examination pattern. CFA Level 1 have a total of 180 multiple choice question divided into 2 sessions, where each session have 90 MCQs. Each session is of 135 minutes, that is 2 hours 15 minutes. And this is how the questions look like in the CFA examination. You will be provided with 3 options to choose from, and the questions are independent of each other. They are freestanding questions. In CFA Level 2, we have a total of 22 item set, that is a total of 88 multiple choice question divided into 2 session, where each session have 11 item set. Each session is of 132 minute. In CFA level 1, it was 135 minute, but here it is 132 minutes. And each item set usually have 4 multiple choice question based on a vignette. And these multiple choice questions are not freestanding like the way we have seen in CFA level 1. So this is how a vignette looks like. You will be provided with this sort of vignette, and against each vignette you will be asked 4 multiple choice question. You need to answer these 4 multiple choice question based on this given vignette. In CFA level 3, we have a total of 11 item set and 11 essay set, where each session can either have 6 item set and 5 essay set, or 5 item set and 6 essay set. For example, if session 1 have 6 item set and 5 essay set, then session 2 will have 5 item set and 6 essay set. But if session 1 have 5 item set and 6 essay set, then session 2 will have 6 item set and 5 essay set. In total, you will have 11 item set and 11 essay set. Each session is for 132 minute. Each item set may either have 4 or 6 multiple choice question which needs to be answered based on the vignette. So the item sets are similar to what we have seen in level 2. The essay sets can either have essay questions where you are required to type the response in the text box, or the essay set may have calculation responses where you are only required to enter the final numerical value. It is not necessary that you show your calculations, you show your method of calculations. You will achieve full credit even if you enter only the final answer. The exam structure, the exam pattern to remain same even for the specialized pathway. There is no change in the exam pattern in 2020-25. Exam format. All the 3 levels of CFA have computer-based testing. So once you start your exam on the computer, you will be provided with 19 minutes to make yourself familiar with the exam software. Then you will start your session 1, which lasts about 135 minutes. In case of level 2 and level 3, it will be 132 minutes. Then you will be provided with an optional break of 31 minutes. You can either choose to opt for this break or not. Then we will have a session 2 introduction for 1 minute, and then the second section will start and it lasts about 135 minutes. Again, in case of level 2 and level 3, the session is for 132 minutes. And after you have finished your session 2, you will have a survey which lasts about 9 minutes, and then you finish your exam. I will provide link to the exam software tutorial in the description. The CFA Institute conducts the level 1 examination in February, May, August and November. The level 2 examination are conducted in May, August and November, and level 3 exams are conducted only twice in a year. They are conducted in the month of February and in the month of August. CFA level 1 exam is usually conducted in the 3rd or 4th week of the month, and the exam window is of 7 days. For example, if you have registered for the August level 1 examination, the examination window is from say 20 to 26th of August. You can choose any particular day on which you want to appear for your exam. The exam window is of 7 days. CFA Level 2 exam is usually conducted in the third or fourth week of the month, and the exam window is only of 5 days. CFA Level 3 exam is usually conducted in the third week of the month, and the exam window is of only 4 days. You can check the CFA website for exact dates. Now let us look at the exam fees of all the 3 levels of CFA. A GST of 18% is applicable on all the CFA examination fees. This is only true for the students residing in India. So a one-time enrollment fee of $350 must be paid at the time of CFA Level 1 registration. So these are the fees. You have to pay $940 if you register within the early registration deadline. But if you miss the early registration deadline, the fee increases to $1250. The fees are the same for all the 3 levels, and this structure remains only until 2024. So suppose if you are registering for CFA Level 1, then you are required to pay a one-time enrollment fee of $350, plus if you register within the early registration deadline, then you are required to pay $940, and on the entire amount you will be charged with 18% GST. And if you register for CFA Level 2, you are only required to pay $940. The enrollment fee is a one-time payment. You pay it only at the time of CFA Level 1 registration. You are not required to pay this enrollment fee for any of the next levels, and you will be charged with a GST of 18%. From 2025 onwards, this is the fee structure. For Level 1 and Level 2, the early registration fee is $990 and the standard registration fee is $1290. And again, you will be charged with a GST of 18%, and you will be still required to pay the one-time enrollment fee of $350. For CFA Level 3, the early registration fee is $1090 and the standard registration fee is $1390. This fee structure is applicable from 2025. And these are the deadlines for your exam registration. So if you want to register for February 2025 examination, the registration opens in the mid of May 2024. The early registration closes in the middle of July 2024, and the registration closes in early of November 2024. Similarly, for May, August and November, these are the respective dates. The deadlines for examination fee remains the same for all the 3 levels. You can check the CFA Institute website for exact dates. So, after you have registered for a particular level, whether Level 1, Level 2 or Level 3, you are required to schedule your exam. That is, you are required to select a date within your exam window. Remember, for CFA Level 1, the exam window is of 7 days, for Level 2 it is 5 days, and for Level 3 it is 4 days. The deadline for scheduling your exam ends within 1 week after the registration closes. So if you want to appear for the February 2025 exam, the registration closes in November 2025. So within 1 week of the closing of registration, you are required to schedule your exam. There is no extra fee associated with scheduling your exam. It is covered in the examination fee that you have paid. But after scheduling your exam, if you want to reschedule it to a different date within the same exam window, then you are charged with an extra $250, and the deadline for rescheduling your exam ends within 2 months after the registration closes. So if you want to appear for the February 2025 examination, The exam registration closes in November 2024. The scheduling deadline is in 1 week after the registration closes. The rescheduling deadline is in 2 months after the registration closes. So these are the different payment methods that are available. You can either use credit card, you can use Alipay, or you also have an option to make payments offline. These are the different offline payments option available. If you opt for offline payment, then make sure that the payment is available with the CFA Institute 40 days before the close of the registration. And for students residing in India, they can now pay the entire fees in equated monthly installment. The equated monthly installment is provided by a company called as Advance. You can learn more about the EMI on their website. And all payments must be made in US dollars. So the result is usually announced within 5 to 7 weeks from your examination date for level 1 and level 2, and for level 3 the results are usually announced 6 to 8 weeks from your examination date, and these are the average pass rates for all the 3 examinations. And these are the specific calculators that you can take in your exam hall. Any calculator other than what is specified over here won't be allowed in your examination. And we will be using the Texas BA2 Plus calculator in our classes. Mostly everyone prefers using the Texas BA2 Plus calculator given its simplicity. Once you register for your CFA examination, whether level 1, level 2 or level 3, you will have access to the learning ecosystem on the CFA Institute's website. You can log into your CFA Institute website and you will have an option to access the learning ecosystem. The learning ecosystem provides you with various tools. You can create your personalized study plan, various lessons, flashcards, practice and mock exams. So these are the various tools available on the learning ecosystem. But the most important tool that we are concerned about is the practice questions. The practice questions which are on the learning ecosystem. These practice questions include end of the chapter questions, that is, the questions which are there in your curriculum. Along with those curriculum questions, you also have access to many additional questions. So there are roughly about 2500 to 3000 practice questions for CFA level 1, which you can access through the practice tool. And if you do these questions thoroughly, then it is more than enough for you to clear the examination. But if you still feel you need additional practice, if you feel that you need to solve additional questions, then you can purchase the additional pack for $299. These additional pack contain 1000 extra practice question. They include 5 extra mocks and various other features. You can look the features of the additional pack on the CFA Institute's website. So the additional pack is available from February 2024 for the level 1 exam and May 2025 for the level 2 exam. And you will also be provided with various analytics. You will be provided with your average score on your practice. You will also be provided with the average time taken to solve a question. So you can use this various analytics to evaluate yourself as well as to evaluate yourself compared to rest of the candidate. So learning ecosystem is a great tool that you can use to clear your examination with ease. Now let us look at the study approach that you should follow for the CFA Level 1. The study approach remains the same for 2024 as well as 2025 because there is no change in syllabus nor is there any change in the weights. So these are the weights that each subject carry. It is the same for 2024 as well as 2025. Ethics and professional standard carry the most weight, followed by financial statement and analysis, equity investment, and fixed income. Having said that, you also need to perform well on the remaining learning modules as well. You simply cannot ignore these learning modules. And I feel that ethics and professional standard is the most scoring subject because against the weight it carries, the chapter that this subject has is only 3 chapters. And the order of study is the same as arranged in the table. You start with quantitative methods. This provides you with the strong base for the calculations that you might need in the next learning modules. And it is advised that ethics should be done at the end. This is because ethics and professional standard is completely theoretical. So if you do it at the very beginning, then there are chances that you might forget the content as the exam appears closer. So it is advised you do it at least 1 to 1.5 months before your examination so that you can remember the content very well prior to your exam. Now let us see what all you can expect from the classes. You will be provided with the concept videos. The concept videos are based on the curriculum issued by the CFA Institute. The concept videos provide a comprehensive coverage of the entire curriculum such that no point, no topic, no matter how small or how insignificant, each and every point is covered to ensure that you have a complete understanding of the entire module of the entire topic. And the videos are designed in a very organized manner so that you won't have any confusion at any point in time of any sort. And wherever necessary, a thorough explanation on the pre-read is given. So if you know, along with the 10 learning modules that the CFA Institute have, CFA Institute also releases pre-reads. The pre-read are meant to make you familiar with the basics of the topic. So you have pre-read on the quantitative methods module, on the financial statement and analysis, as well as on the economics module. So the CFA Institute advises you to go through the pre-read on these 3 modules if you are not familiar with the basics of these modules. So wherever necessary, a thorough explanation on the pre-read is given in your videos. For example, in quantitative methods, we have a chapter called as hypothesis testing. Most of the details and basics are not included in your quantitative methods curriculum because they are included in the pre-reads. So in the videos, we cover the respective pre-read. We ensure that you have a complete understanding of the respective topic. Similarly, in case of economics module, we also cover a part of the pre-read which makes you familiar with the basics of the economics concept so that you are prepared and ready before you start with your economics module. And the calculator functions are taught as we proceed in the curriculum. So most of the functions will be taught to you throughout your quantitative methods module. The functions won't be taught all at once. Step by step, as and when required, you will be given a thorough guidance on how to use the respective calculator functions. The concept videos also include all the blue box example which are there in the curriculum. The blue box example help you further deepen your understanding about the respective topics. The blue box example could include some case studies, they might include some interesting examples, as well as they might include some questions. All these examples help you deepen your understanding about the particular topic in concern. So, the concept videos cover all these blue box example, as well as the videos include all the question set. The end of the chapter questions are different from the question set. End of the chapter questions arrive after you have completed your chapter. But the curriculum have various question set in between the topic so that you can test your understanding from time to time. So we solve all the question set which are included in the curriculum in our concept videos. So you will also be provided with the concept notes. The concept videos that you watch will be based on the concept notes. The concept notes are short and summarized version of the curriculum issued by the CFA, and the notes ensure that every point of the curriculum is covered. You will have each and every blue box example. You will also have all the question set in the curriculum included in the concept note. So it is advised that along with the concept videos, you simultaneously go through the concept note. You simultaneously make necessary points, necessary adjustment to the concept notes wherever you feel necessary. So let's look at the study approach that you should follow for your CFA Level 1 exam. You start by watching the concept videos. You actively engage in solving the blue box example and the question set, and simultaneously make necessary points and adjustment in your notes wherever you feel necessary. And say after you have completed a particular chapter or a particular learning module, you can revise the entire concept note of the particular chapter or learning module and solve for the practice questions which are available on the learning ecosystem. And once you have completed all your learning modules, once you have finished your entire syllabus, you revise the concept notes thoroughly again and you revisit the practice questions that you feel difficult. You revisit the questions that you have marked initially. And at last, you solve mock exams which are available few months before your level 1 examinations. Then appear for your level 1 exam.